Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Gold Prospecting at Home. This is episode number 8, extended version. If you guys want to see the edited original version filmed back in 2017, I will link it right there and in the description. But for now, I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys all of the footage, all of the panning. When I say I'm going to be doing a time lapse, even in this video, I don't. I just let it play through. So I think this video is about 40 minutes long or so. So again, if you guys want to see the edited version, you can click right there, or you can sit back, relax, and enjoy this one. Also, I'm going to go ahead and answer a question from the previous video. So let me get that set up, and I will do that right now. All right, so Mr. Bean5268 says, I've got one question about soap or jet dry. How do you pan on a river without jet dry? So the answer to that is I don't bring soap or jet dry to the river for a couple reasons. One, it would be ineffective because it's constant flowing water and you're not recirculating it, you're not reusing the water. Two, it may be a pollutant or something like that. I don't want to add that to the river. So to answer your question, I actually do all of my heavy work at the river, which is collecting the concentrates. And then when I get home, that's when I'll run it through either a sluice box to process the concentrates. That's when I'll add the jet dry or soap, or panning it out like you see in my videos. All right, let's go ahead and start watching this video from the beginning. Hope you guys enjoy it. And I will be popping in and out for commentary throughout it. Hope you guys enjoy it. So this is Hogg Paydirt, the best gold concentrates on the market, period. So I went ahead and purchased some of this stuff here. This is a little box, comes in, nice little box here. I paid $29 plus $11 for shipping, so it's 40 bucks total, and it is 1 pound. And let's see if we can find it here on the website. So yeah, this gold pay dirt company, Dirthogg Paydirt, they are still in business, but for the same bag, it is now $45. I didn't check the shipping price, but it's probably, I would guess, the same. And also, the reason the price is so much more is because the price of gold today is so much more than it was back in 2017 when this was filmed. Concentrates, I guess it would be this one here. All right. Yeah, 1 pound bag of pay dirt. I hope this isn't too loud. I hope it's recording. Oh no. Yeah, no, I'm okay. My goodness. All right, so this is what we got here. Okay, here it is, and it is from Canada. On the website, it says it's from the Creeks and Claims of Northern British Columbia. So that is where this stuff comes from. Take a look. Okay. So this is a silver bag. On the website it shows a black bag. Not a big deal. It's just a little bit different than what they're showing. Here's the label. Dirthogg Paydirt. The best concentrates on the market, period. Alright, well, one way to find out. Ooh, you see that? There's dust coming out. Okay. Got our scale here. Let's weigh it up. And yeah, we're just about a pound there. That's fine. 15.8. Is there anything in the box? Doesn't look like it. So, I mean, that's fine. That's cool. Alright, let's take a look at it. Alright, let's take a look at it in the pan. Cool. Alright, let's rip it open. Take a look at it. Yeah, I'll use the blade. I like using the blade. So I do want to give a shout out in this video. Whoops. I want to give a shout out to YouTuber Kyle Tiemann. So Kyle is actually still a YouTuber. He hasn't released a video in about a year or two, but I think he's up to like 70,000 subscribers since this time. So he stayed at it. He did make a bunch of videos, gold prospecting, So yeah, Kyle, he may or may not be active, but he did succeed after this video was put out. He's a gold prospector, metal detector. He also has some coin roll hunting stuff on his channel. Pretty interesting stuff, and he's at about 500 subscribers right now. Why don't you head over there and take a look at his channel and ooh, this stuff is dusty. Holy. Ooh, there's still stuff in the bag. Now this is like, this stuff looks like gravel to me. Let me get in closer. This is some pretty interesting looking stuff. It's, you can see broken little, I guess those are, you know, I don't know if they're garnets or not. I mean, I'm not used to seeing little chunks of red unless it's garnet. It's possible. It really does look like garnet. I bet that stuff will be in with the heavies, in with the black sands and the gold and everything. But there's a lot of gravel, so I'm definitely going to classify this stuff out before we start. And I'm going to do that while it's dry. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use a +20 classifier. Maybe I should have done this when it was wet. Look how dusty it is. Oh yeah, I should have done this when it was wet. So right there, what I said, that's wrong. I should not have wet it. Because if you wet the material and then try to remove the magnetics, it's not going to work out for you. You're going to trap gold with the black sand when it's wet. So always remove your magnetic material before you wet it down. Okay. Okay, here we go. We have our two separate classifications, +20 and -20. Again, you can see these little, I'm guessing they're garnets, that red half moon right there. And in here, see if we could see any pickers off the bat. Man, look at all those garnets at the bottom. Stuff is full of large garnet fragments. Pretty. Yeah, I've never seen stuff like this before. Cool. All right. I guess we're gonna go ahead and start panning it out. We'll do the small stuff first. You know what? Let's get the black sands out of it while it's dry. That would be the smart thing to do. I'll grab another pan and do that. Now for everybody's favorite part. There is not much black sand at all. So, yeah, we pretty much got it all. Okay. Looks like that's all the black sand in here. Let's just run over this once just to see if anything, the magnet grabs anything. Oh, I heard one or two things click onto there. A couple. Not a big deal. Okay. So there we go. Black sands minus 20, and the big stuff plus 20. All right, let's go ahead and pan it out. Take a look at it. So again, it's freezing outside. All of my pans, all of my tubs and everything outside are all frozen over. So we're gonna take this over to Rusty Krusty in the sink and start panning it out. Plus 20. Couldn't find any pickers in there. Minus 20. I seen a couple little flakes in here. And the black sand. Not very much at all. Which is also a first for pay dirt for me. Purchased pay dirt anyway. Do the black sand first, just because I don't think there's going to be anything in it. I don't even really want to... Oh, there is some dirt in there. Let's clean it off. Clean the dirt off first, and then we'll just spin it around to see what's in here. My guess is going to be nothing, since I did use the magnet while it was dry to separate it, so there's probably nothing in here. But I always like to pan it out, and then I like to save it. I like to save all my black sands for further processing later on down the road, which will be coming up in a new video. Yeah, there's nothing in there. So let's go on to the minus 20. Actually, I want to do the plus 20 first, just to see. So I'm going to guess that all these garnets are going to stay at the bottom. I don't know if you can see that. I'll zoom in for you there. See that garnet? That's going to be the heavies. So we're just washing rocks. Get some light. There we go. Yep, there's the garnets down there at the bottom. Yeah, man, that is a lot. That's the most garnets I've ever seen. With purchased pay dirt or out prospecting, this is the most I've ever seen for sure. And I do see some kind of weird silver rock. Ooh, there's some chunky gold in there too. Not sure what that is, guys. I am gonna hold on to that. It looks like silver. Could be gold covered in mercury or something. I'll zoom in on it for you. Oh, there's a piece of quartz in it too. I'll zoom in on it for you so you can see. I gotta be careful because these garnets are really heavy and they like to stick with the gold. It might be better to actually go through this with tweezers and pick out the good stuff, or just spin it around and see if we can find anything. So you can see the big silver rocks there. I'm going to pluck those out. There's a smaller one. And the bigger one. Grab some tweezers. And these garnets, unless they're not broken, these are all little fragments. They're pretty worthless, as far as I know. If anybody knows
If I'm wrong on that, let me know, because as far as I know, I mean, broken garnets, they can't be faceted, I guess. I mean, they're just, it's like gravel.
So yeah, garnets they can be used for like industrial purposes, sandpaper, sandblasting and stuff like that. Stuff like this, these are a little bit bigger. I would think that some of these might even be big enough for faceting. I still don't know the correct answer to that. Maybe some lapidary people could answer that down below. Also, if anybody has any questions, I am answering one question per video for these extended version videos.
All right, let's keep spinning it. I'm just gonna pick out the flakes of gold as I see them. And these things, whatever they are, we'll find out. We'll test it at the end of the video. We'll test it for silver and for gold and for platinum. Okay, so the garnets are moving right over the gold. I could see a couple flakes, one right there, one right there. And the garnets are moving freely. There's a few little flakes that are getting by. But they're really thin, flat flakes of gold. Nothing chunky yet. I gotta say that these garnets make it really challenging. It makes it tough to pan. Not a bad thing. Challenge is always good. It'll take someone that's a beginner. It'll probably take you a long time to go through a bag of this. If you don't know how to really pan and be gentle with separating it like this, you could sit here for hours and just pick through every little crumb. Try to pick out every flake. It's interesting though. It's definitely unique. I've never seen a paydirt like this. If you guys already know what this stuff is, these little silver things, let me know in the comments. I'm still going to test it later, but give me your best guess on what do you think it is. Here's that nice piece that I found earlier. That's really nice, little picker. And then you can see right here, you could probably see it if I zoom in. They're really flat little pieces. Let's clean it up a little better. Yeah. Alright. Alright, I'm going to clean all this up, put it in a separate pan, and we're going to go through the -20 next. There's a couple of bigger garnets, I guess, but they're still shattered little pieces. I don't know how well that's going to show up on a black background, but it's not too bad. I mean, it is a broken piece. Maybe I'll pick out the nicer ones and keep them. I don't know. Alright, now we're on to the -20 here. I spent a couple extra minutes playing around with those garnets over here, and these are all the ones you could see in the water here that were scrap, like all too small, broken, stuff like that. And I was able to pick out a few nicer ones, but we'll take a look at that later. Let's get into panning this -20. Looks like chocolate milk. Again, I think we're going to get a bunch of small garnets at the end instead of the black sands, because there was no black sands. I mean, there might be hematite in here, but I'm going to guess that it's going to be mostly garnets as the heavies. It's panning nice and easy. It's moving around nice. All that gold, I'm confident it's down in the bottom corner here. It's not going to get past these two riffles here. As long as I keep moving it around. Clean it off the top layer a couple times. Shake it around. Back at it. Okay, just about at the end, you can see where the black sands normally would be. It's kind of red down there, like all the garnet. I'm not seeing any gold yet. Spin it around. Oh yeah, there's a little flake right there. There's another flake, another flake. There it all is, right there. And there's some of that silver stuff too. I'm really interested to see what that's going to test to be. I'm thinking it's going to be silver. Let's see if we could separate it by tapping it. Yeah, there it is. That's difficult to separate, guys. This is going to be really challenging for anybody, because there's so much garnets in it that the gold just moves right along with it.
So that statement actually still holds true years later, and 100+ bags later. I have not found another pay dirt with as many garnets as this stuff.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I have a nice little line of the gold, and as much of the black sands and the most heavy stuff is up here in this corner. So I'm going to tap it up there because there's a little bit more down here too. Just like this. Because I know that's where the majority of it is. Pan this again and do the same thing again. This is the most challenging pay dirt I've come across because of all the garnets. It's way tougher than the black sand, because the black sand, you can get rid of it with the magnet. And this one here, you don't have that luxury. You just have to work it. It's definitely a good way to refine your panning skills. See what I'm doing here? Just a little bit of water. I can see the little tiny flower gold in there. It's all flakes like right along in here. But the garnets are washing over it. So I'm being just gentle enough to wash the garnets and everything over the gold. And leave the gold where it is. Try to keep the gold from moving at all. So we're almost there. Okay, that's good enough. Let's blow the gold up to the corner. See that? Alright, now we're going to grab it. There we go. I'm pretty confident I got 99% of that gold out of there. I don't see any gold, but of course I know that there's microscopic flower gold. Yeah, see, there's gold right there. It's just really fine gold. Like a lot of the stuff I find in Colorado is just like that. Really fine stuff. So again, we'll just grab it as we see it. Alright, I think that's everything. Everything that I can grab by panning. Of course, I'm going to save this along with my other black sands and everything. And when I use the mercury to extract all the gold that's microscopic, this will be in there with the mercury, and that'll be another video. Okay, so now for everything in the bottle. Now it's a lot easier to deal with this small amount. We just gently pan it down. I'll fast forward. I'll time lapse for you. Okay, I got as much gold out of there as I possibly can. Everything else is going to go into here, which I'm going to save, and yeah, the mercury will take care of that. Okay, here's round 3 with the bottle. We're getting pretty close to having just gold. I'd say about 50-50 so far. I'm going to try to remove all of the black, everything, yeah. I'm going to try to remove all the gold this time and only get the gold, so it's going to be one more time lapse. Okay, I think that's as clean as I'm going to be able to get it. There is a little bit of garnets left in there. Let's see if I can tap it apart. Hope that light isn't too... There we go. Got a little more water in there. Shake it around. And I mean, if you look at it, you can see that even the gold that's separated up top here under that bubble, it's all garnets mixed in. And even along there, but sometimes if I give it one of those, it'll just separate. But it's not going to. So we're gonna have to keep that. Let's try a little bit harder. This is really a challenge. So that's it. We're gonna go ahead and dry this out. We're gonna add other stuff to it, and then we're gonna dry it out and weigh it up.
So yeah, that's still true. When you have little round garnets and little round pieces of gold, it's difficult to separate those. You pretty much have to go in there and pick them out by hand. One of the tricks that I like to do is have it on a piece of paper over a gold pan, and then fold it in half and kind of like shake the paper back and forth and blow across the top into the gold pan. The garnets are a little bit lighter than the gold, so most of the garnets will be separated that way. That's one trick. The magnet obviously won't work for that, but yeah, it is a test of your patience even to this day.
All right, let's test it for gold, silver, or platinum. So we're gonna make 3 scratches on this stone and test each one individually. All right, first let's test for silver. So when I put a drop of this stuff on here, it should turn red. If it doesn't, it's not silver. Nope, not silver. Okay, let's try gold. If this acid eats this stripe away, then it's not gold. Yep, it's vanishing. So it's not gold. Last, we have platinum. So for this one, if there's no reaction, if nothing happens, then we got ourselves some platinum. And it's dissolving it away. If it would have turned red, it may be palladium. So it's not palladium either. So I really don't know what this stuff is, guys. So if you know what that is in the comments, please let me know. That would be pretty cool to find out what that is. It's a really cool stone. I'm going to hold on to them. There's a lot of them. Unfortunately, it's not a chunk of gold, because the gold amount that's in that bag doesn't look like too much. But we have to weigh it up to make sure. We're at almost 3/10 of a gram for just the 3 pickers. That's pretty good. Let's add the rest of these flakes and flour gold. Okay, here's our final weight. Looks like we got 0.422 grams. So almost a half a gram. Let's put that in a gold calc and see how we did. Alright, here we go. We got 0.422 grams of about 18 karat purity gold. Calculate it out. We got $13.65 from our $40 investment to, what's it called again? Hogg Paydirt. Alright, so what do you guys think? Are they the best gold concentrates on the market? Period. I've done better with other ones. I've done better with ones on eBay. You know, it was fun. It was a challenge. I enjoyed it, but is it the best? That's kind of I don't know if that's true. You know what I mean? You shouldn't say it's the best if it's not. Maybe their opinion it's the best, but to me it's not the best. It was fun, it was different, it was unique. There was garnets and there was these things in it, like whatever this stuff is. But again, if anybody knows what this stuff is, let me know in the comments. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. I just ordered 3 more bags of pay dirt tonight. So they'll be coming in. I got more pay dirt videos coming up. And also, thank you to whoever sent me this book in the mail. It's really good. There's a letter here. I don't want to say your name, but you didn't leave your YouTube name, so whoever you are, man, let me know, and I really appreciate that. It's a really cool book. Check this thing out. It's got like, I don't know if you can see that, but it's got really good descriptions and pictures of all the minerals in Colorado. So I appreciate that. Anyway, again, check out Kyle Tiemann. I don't know how to pronounce your name, man, but there's a link here at the end, and that's it. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.
If you're still here, you're one of the 42% that haven't left, so thanks so much. And also, big thanks to all my Patreon supporters and channel members scrolling on this side. And also, if you're really interested in this channel and you liked what you saw, please consider subscribing, liking the video, and check out these other videos linked here. They're also very relevant to what you just watched. And that's all I got for today. Thanks for watching.